All right, the roster is supposed to be dropping, I think, later today. It's supposed to be announced. So let's talk about some of the names that we hope that we're going to see on this list. Darian, for you, who are a couple players that maybe haven't had much of an opportunity in the mix with the U.S. women's national team, but you think can really contribute in this competition?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Mia Fishel is number one for me. I think another 9 to come in and allow for a little more flexibility in formation and style of play. I think she has advanced her game a lot, especially since going to Chelsea, and she's an incredible finisher. And then my girl Jaden Shaw. I think she can play in the midfield, on the front line. She's incredibly technical. She shows such strength and intelligence in her game. She's so young. Like, we know that the ceiling is, we don't know where that is with her. So I think the more opportunity she gets, especially going into this tournament pre-Olympics, the better. I think she's going to be a staple on this national team for a really long time. I think we just need her to get more and more experience around players that have been in this league or been on the national team for a while, like Lindsay Horan, Rose Lavelle. Imagine that midfield going into games. It's scary.
It is scary.
Yeah, so that's who I'm really looking forward to seeing.
I love it. Tony, who are you hoping to see on this roster?
Jaden Shaw, me personally, I thought she should have been on the World Cup team last time around. I watched her in the league. I covered that league. Tell me about Sam Coffey, because I'm a big fan, because I think she gives a little bit something different in the midfield, and her distribution is incredible. If not the national team, I think she's one of the more underrated players in the women's game.
No, I completely agree. She's quiet and has that. She plays with a quiet confidence. Like, you almost forget she's there, but until you see like her stats. She has so many assists with Portland. I can't remember the exact number, but she had one of the most assists last season in the NWSL. But yeah, her ability to, one, maintain possession, do all the fundamentals well, but also have those threatening balls that break up pressure. Her vision is incredible. And she's also an incredibly young player, too. So I think she has a really bright future, and I hope she gets a lot more minutes with the national team, because I think maybe defensively there's more work to be done with her becoming a starter on the national team and becoming a namesake that's going to be there for a long time. But I love her game. I think she's a fun player to watch. And, yeah, I think it'll give a little bit more dimension into that 6 or 8 position that she'll play.
Can I throw a name out there? I mean, we saw her in the China friendlies back in December, Midge Purse. I feel like Midge,
you liked her in the wing back?
Since the World Cup snub, I didn't, it was not, because defensively, how much was she tested? It was
she
just
wasn't.
Right, exactly.
There's maybe one run that they had. That,
right,
yeah.
But she did get upfield. But I do think I would rather have her close to goal as a manager.
You think that makes sense for maybe Emma Hayes, looking at her in that position with everyone they have?
And put more competition in that position that for the last year, it's like, okay, Trinity Rodman, and she hasn't been excellent. At the World Cup, there were moments that she wasn't great, and you have Midge challenging for that position. And honestly, the U.S. women weren't that great against China.
No,
it wasn't.
It should have been
this is
many more goals.
So I see a potential team sheet, and I say, wow, it is ripe with talent. They're so good. And I want that to come to fruition at a Gold Cup, for example. And I'm waiting to see the next building blocks, because it's an important year, especially with Emma Hayes coming. So may the force be with them.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Style-wise, what is this group going to look like? Because I feel like there's so much more football playing in this group that we didn't see under Vlatko Andonovski.
I think we're going to see a lot of what we see with Chelsea. 3-5-2 type of, I don't know, really hyper-attacking.
3 in the back? I love it.
I think we have it. I think we have the talent for it.
Can you tell me Jenna Neiswanger on the left? Because I'm a big fan.
That wingback on both sides, this is why I was saying you like her there. I think it's stacked. You have Emily Fox, you have Casey Kruger, you have Jenna Neiswanger, you have Crystal Dunn.
I'm excited about this.
I think when you made a point earlier when we were talking about something else about like the team sheet versus
squad. Squad versus the team.
Yeah, so what is it actually going to look like? Like, what best suits this like massive pool of talent we have? And I think that a 3-5-2, however, we can do a 3-back, I think is what's going to change, and it'd be super attacking minded, but a lot more possession style with a purpose. I think we're so one-dimensional for years, and it worked out just because the U.S. has always been so athletic and so physical, and we'll just kind of grind and wear you down, and we're more fit. Everyone else is caught up. So how are we going to
still the favorites? U.S. still favorites?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think with the style of play that we're developing and the players that are being brought in, yeah.
Okay. It all kicks off February 17th right here on Paramount Plus.